Right. Big bet. Now we talking about All-Star JR. That's crazy.
Eyes open, I'm gone. Face in the mirror feels wrong. Hands on the wheel, I'm floating.
One of the craziest self-defense cases has completely backfired on Detroit rapper All-Star JR after he was already indicted by the feds for being a felon in possession of a firearm, even though the gun wasn't his. But now the state of Texas is charging him with shooting NBA 10 and basically spinal tapping him, leaving him permanently paralyzed. All-Star JR gets charged again in NBA Ben 10 shooting for aggravated assault causing traumatic brain or spine injury. This is one of the photos from the shooting. Somebody would say Ben 10 is telling how come he is not arrested for assault and robbery because the whole thing was started because of him. If everything
That's what I'm saying. Like, the whole reason why homeboy is paralyzed is because he confronted him. Shouldn't he have some type of charge or some type of responsibility in this bitch too? Like, this man literally just went off and got, you know, he just went off free and then got shot again. I heard. I think he got shot again. It's like, bro, how you start this issue? And now, like,
is on camera, nobody.
Now, there was video. I think they said that JR like literally shot the dude multiple times and kept going and tried to reload on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, or either reload or it went until it jammed or it went until it was empty, until the slide went back. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy to me. And he's like, you shouldn't have did all that. You got him whenever he was down, but you know, dude tried to rob him. They beat the hell out of him. I swear, I thought he like, then they say he like passed out, came back, passed out again, came back or something like that.
Each other, everybody should be in jail, especially Ben and Ron, because JR was defending himself.
Literally.
I'm not gonna go ahead and say NBA
up
Ben
until he kept going,
but it's very weird that it is captured on video, and I have the affidavit, the new affidavit that just came out, that details everything from the Houston police's point of view. And now we have confirmation as to who the gun came from. But before we get to that, Ben 10 would grace social media with his presence by showing us a video of him wiggling his toes to show he's regaining feeling in his legs.
When did those toes
Now, if you blinked,
wiggle?
you probably missed it. That's how much wiggling went on. But that's it. That's all he can do. And this might be a response to Mimo 600, who's been on his ass since he got shot. Cause the shit he been posting just been diabolical. He got one when he's in a Hellcat. I'm just saying, the shit funny. I'm not gonna act like I don't think it's fucking funny. It's funny. I wouldn't want to be dude, but you know, you reap what you sow in a sense. But for this case, don't forget, there was no confusion as to if All-Star JR did this, because not only did he admit it to the police, he admitted it all over his Instagram. I mean, this was the post right after saying, had to shoot to the D and get some new ice because my man's Ben 10 took some of my stuff to the hospital with him. Unplug that.
I'm good on that.
And yeah, we got Traplo Ross in the comments. We got Mimo in the comments. We got OP. We got Seti Nash. I mean, this was crazy when it first hit the internet. And he was not shying away from any of the allegations. He was letting it be known he shot them. Yeah. Because the gun didn't come from him.
It didn't.
It wasn't his gun. They jumped him, tried to rob him. One of them dropped their gun. He got it, shot them. And everyone thought this was the illest case of self-defense, and he's gonna be able to brag about it, do interviews about it. Apparently he was gonna do a Vlad TV interview before the feds picked him up. Everything.
See, look, it was gonna be the dopest play of the season, apparently, until we realized that this nigga went and shot him over, stood over him and shot him over and over and over and over and over again. No, bro, that was where he fucked up. That's where he messed up. He shouldn't have stood over him and kept shooting, or else it would have still been self-defense. They beat the man over and over again. You know what I'm saying? He deserved to defend himself. And once they dropped that gun, he made his way to it. I don't blame him. That's dope. I can't lie. But the issue is, after everything was said and done, he still kept shooting him. He kept shooting him. And the sad part is he didn't even take the man out. He didn't even take him out. He shot him that many times and Ben 10 is still here. That's nothing but God, bro. That's nothing but God.
He probably thought this was going to be the thing that puts him on the map, that boosts his career. I just got a free shooting and it all fell apart.
All you hoe ass niggas tagging me talking about, nigga, you see Ben back. You see Ben back. Well, if the bitch so back, tell him to do the Ben 10. I'll double it for him. Fuck he talking about. Do that bitch, Ben. Nigga, this your dance. Get in your groove, nigga, if you back.
Now, this was from 5 weeks ago, and he's telling him to do a dance that he made up. Mimo said, I'll stay off social media if he can wiggle his toes right now. And mind you, if we want to be fair, it took Ben 10 5 weeks to wiggle his toes. Reason being, he got stood over not one time, not 2 times, but 3 times before getting pistol whipped in his face. But this right here is making everything worse for him. He's been charged with aggravated assault with a traumatic brain or spine injury. Now, this is gonna go through the entire shooting that took place. It was reported during the course of the physical altercation, the defendant, who is JR, discharged a firearm multiple times in the direction of the group of males, striking and injuring Fields, who is Ben 10. In the report, it was also documented that a Glock 43X handgun, 1 Glock 43X magazine, a black firearm holster with blood on it, 10 fired 9mm shells, blah, 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 blah. During the course of the investigation, they reviewed camera footage from inside of the club/restaurant where they could see JR with the female. They got up to leave and began to leave via the elevators. Once reaching there, a large group, including Ben 10, exited the elevators, and an initial verbal altercation ensues between JR and the group. During the physical altercation, JR is seen fist fighting with Ben 10 and several others. As the fight is going on, officers observed a male involved in the fight lose his holstered firearm from his waistband, where it then lands on the ground under a table. They then observe All-Star JR fall to the ground and take possession of the firearm, where he begins to shoot into the crowd, striking Ben 10 with the initial shots. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, proves what the federal paperwork did not. We now have confirmation that gun was not JR's. It came from the group that attacked him, fell, and when he fell from getting jumped, he grabbed the gun and opened fire.
Look, that sounds like self-defense to me. 100%. That's 100% self-defense. I came and jumped me. Y'all dropped the gun. I just picked it up because it was available to me, and I tried my best to get rid of y'all. Look at that. I like self-defense.
Unless you're in like liberal California or fucked up New York City, under almost any Southern law, would this be a stand your ground, case closed?
It would have definitely been big time stand your ground for sure, for sure. Self-defense all day. It's just the fact that he took the extra mile and he wanted extra credit on his assignment.
Self-defense scenario. But it's what happened after. On video, detectives were able to see Ben 10 immediately incapacitated and falling to the ground on his side before slowly rolling on his back, where he does not move again. JR is then observed to get up from the ground and continue to fire the gun in the direction of the crowd as they run away. After approximately 13 seconds, JR is then observed returning to Ben 10, who is still motionless on the floor, where JR discharges 3 more rounds at Ben 10 in close range, striking him. After the 3rd round, they observed the slide of the firearm to be locked back, indicating that JR ran out of bullets. JR is then seen walking away before walking back And at that time, he points the gun directly at Ben 10's head and appears to pull the trigger. However, the gun didn't fire. So when you're looking at a gun, you often see this in gun range videos. When someone's shooting and their only view is the back of the gun, they don't really notice when the slide's locked back, because it can pretty much look the same, especially if you're focused on what's downrange. So he didn't know the gun was out of bullets. And this adrenaline dump he was having, he thought it still had one in there. And he tried to dome check Ben 10 and finish him. Because the gun was out of ammo, they observed JR stand over Ben 10 and pistol whip him in the face before finally spitting on him and fleeing the scene.
You gotta think about, bro, they beat the hell out of that man. I don't blame them. I just feel like if you wanted to do self-defense, you shouldn't have did the extra shit. But if you don't care, because they didn't care, I can understand that too. And you know, he wanted to get his point across, and I feel like he didn't do that because Ben 10 is still out.
Through the investigation, police learned from Ben 10's medical treatment team that he sustained a spine injury as a result of the shooting that has left him without sensation from the waist down. They also learned that based on the extent of the injuries, the prognosis for Ben 10 is that he will have irreversible paralysis of his lower extremities, which means he's paralyzed.
Yeah,
Nothing
he's
from
done.
the waist.
He's paralyzed. He's done for. All them statements where he ain't gonna be paralyzed, nah, unless they capping to you know, get what they need in court. I'm still trying to figure out how this man has not been accused of armed robbery or anything, because due to him trying to rob him, he ended up getting shot along with somebody else getting shot. If I'm not mistaken, I think somebody else got hit. So it's like, bro, like, you started this shit, and now that, you know, he didn't put you on the ground, he's just, oh, the crime didn't happen. Like, I'm confused. Nobody would have got shot if Ben 10 didn't try to fuck with dude, to my knowledge.
Works. His legs, possibly his manhood, everything's done. He might even be on a shit bag. It might be all the way bad for Ben 10 right now. And this isn't something to laugh at him and ridicule him, but you have to remind him and everybody else, he decided to fight JR.
Literally.
They decided to try to rob JR. JR didn't initiate this situation. He just handled it how a street motherfucker from Detroit is gonna handle it. Oh, you wanna try me? I'm gonna put you in the ground. Unfortunately, or fortunately for Ben 10, however you wanna look at it, the gun ran out of bullets because it was only a 43X with a 10-round mag. Had it had 15, that probably would have cost Ben 10 his life. Now, I looked up the specific charge, right? Because aggravated assault under Texas law is normally a second-degree felony, punishable by 2 to 20 years in prison. But the enhancement of a traumatic brain or spinal injury takes that punishment and boosts it from 5 to 99 years or life in Texas State Prison. So now, All-Star JR is not just facing 15 years in the feds. He's facing a life sentence under Texas law. And this shit is so cold, right? Because when you get your paperwork from the feds, when you've been indicted from the feds, by the feds, it's not you versus whatever. It's you versus the United States of America. And let's just say worst comes to worst, JR gets hit with 10 years in the feds, right? After he's hit with the 10, they're gonna transfer him to Texas, and then he has to face this charge. So if he's hit with, let's just say another 10 from the feds, 10 from the state, he's gonna do his federal bid first. He's gonna do those 10 years at 85%. And the day he is released from the feds, he won't be released, he'll be transferred to Harris County, Texas, or directly to the Texas Department of Corrections. And from there, he's gonna start a fresh 10-year sentence.
Bro, like, this should be a warning to y'all, bro. Like, y'all gotta stop. Just because you can, don't mean you should, bro. Like, for real, for real. If you really out here, you know, getting tried up on, defend yourself for sure. But don't take that extra mile, or else you're gonna find that one bad night is gonna turn into some bad years, a bad lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Over one thing, over two things. Like, he would have been good if he would have just defended himself, made them get away from him, and he was straight. You know what I'm saying? Escape that way. Now, I understand the thinking, but when it comes to self-defense, that's what you got to do. I understand you got to make sure you neutralize the threat, but you're not in the military, Brody. You're a civilian. When you're a civilian, you got to defend yourself within the law. But I kind of understand why.
This is the thing, is it's not double jeopardy because you have two different entities charging you. The feds and the state are completely different. So if he gets a max 15, or he could even get fucking 3 years in the feds, bro. He can get 3 years in the feds for the gun, which isn't crazy, right? 3 years, whatever, you take that to the chin. And then he could get 50 from the fucking state of Texas. So after he finishes 3, he's got to do 50.
Which is pretty much a fucking life. That's a life sentence at that point.
This situation just took a turn for the absolute worst. It could not get any worse than this. JR is now fighting for his life, and whatever money he spent on a federal attorney, he's gonna have to double down and do the same shit in Texas.
It's crazy.
And again, it isn't because the weapon wasn't his and he was defending himself. It's because of the fact at the point he was no longer defending himself.
Exactly.
He showed he was trying to kill.
Yep.
He stood over a man 3 times, shooting into him until there was nothing left in the gun. Not knowing there was nothing left in the gun, he tried to put another one in his head. And disappointed by the outcome that no bullet fired out of that weapon, he pistol whipped him and spit on him. Then dropped a music video. Then tried to book an interview. Then came up with a new dance. And I guarantee you every single thing I just said is gonna be used against him in court. This is the most backfired self-defense case I've ever seen, where someone was under the complete impression that this is easily won. I'll face nothing for this, and I am absolutely fucking surprised that Ben 10 and Dead End Ron haven't been charged with any assault, with any robbery. After it's literally been proven they robbed him, they took shit from him, they're on video taking his jewelry. None of them have been charged.
It's crazy. It's crazy how they have not been charged yet. Y'all started this whole fucking snowball effect. You know what I'm saying? They started it. And they gotta be telling on something. Maybe they telling on somebody else.
Maybe the state of Texas is looking at it like, you already lost your legs. Ron already lost a finger. And all y'all look fucking stupid because technically he put that fire on y'all ass and he got the gun from y'all. So unless the state of Texas just feels sorry for them, I am completely surprised none of them have been charged. But let me know y'all's thoughts and comments.
That shit crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Man, y'all need to use this as a damn warning, bro. Stop, just stop, bro. Just stop. Focus on your family. Focus on making some money. Focus on, focus on trying to do right, trying to make something better. Stop trying to destroy. The more you try to destroy, the more it backfires on you. For real. Like, that's what happens, and it's sad, bro. I hate to see people go out like this. Like, this shit crazy. Especially when, it started out with him just defending himself. Cause like at the end of the day, he wouldn't have been in that situation unless they hit him up. They hit him up first and then he retaliated. You know what I'm saying? He just retaliated and went overboard. But he wouldn't have had to retaliate if they never would have initiated it in the fucking first place. You know what I'm saying? Bro, just stay out of shit. Just stay away from people. Because people will force you to get out of your element, get out of your zone, and they'll make you come out of, you know what I'm saying? Like, you'll be just acting crazy because you want to defend yourself, prove a point. Nigga been fucking with you for so long. I'm finna end this now. Bruh. It's not worth it at the end of the day. You might end up facing 50 to 90 years for defending yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit crazy. But man, let me know what y'all think in the comments section, man. Y'all be easy.
So high, out of my skin, out of my mind. Pull me back into time. If this is a dream, don't open my eyes. I'm right here, but I feel so high.